Hey everyone! Today, Kindred has just gotten released in the PBE server, and of course, we're gonna be testing her out. Kindred is my favorite champion in the League universe, as you could see in my background. So I'm really happy about this champion release. We will be testing out two things. Number one is her jungle clear speed, and number two, her abilities if it's different from the League PC version. Usually in the League PC, you start with second skill, but in wildrift, since we're starting at Krugs, Q is a much better option because the AoE damage that this gives would help us clear the Krugs faster. Being a ranged champion, Kindred would have a bit of difficulty clearing the smaller camps because our auto attacks cannot deal any AoE ability, or rather AoE damage. Second skill is now up. Wolf can help us clear the camps faster, as well as slow the enemy camp, allowing us to easily kite the red. At the Raptor now, which is Kindred's hardest camp to clear due to the multiple monsters. But no problem, we have our first skill to be able to clear this. Next would be the wolves. No issue. Her clear is just straightforward. Kite the minions. Third skill when the minion is at least half HP, so that you would get that execute damage, making your clear a little bit faster. Another thing about Kindred's first skill is that not only does it give you a dash, it also gives you attack speed, and when combined with the second skill, the cooldown duration of the skill gets reduced into half. That's why it's best used to use your first skill when your second skill is active. Full clear is 156. I think this could be optimized a bit because we were getting some lag spikes, and of course, this champion is quite new. 208 full clear. This could be shoved into 205 or even 203, which is an average clear overall. Once we get 5, Jinx is open for ganking. Her DPS, not that bad. We're able to burst her down with no issues. So the next thing I will be discussing would be her abilities. Passive, of course, you click this icon and you could choose which champion you can mark. Since this is just practice tool, the only champion that we can mark is Jinx, but in an actual game, there should be 5 icons available. You'd always want to mark the champion that you're most likely to get a kill or assist on, so that you could stack your passive. Speaking of passive, Kindred's passive has a lot of things happening. Number one is the mark system, where it will mark either the Scuttler or Raptors at the 1 to 3 mark spot. And then at the 4 to 7, it would mark the Wolves, Gromp, or even the buffs. So take note of the mark spawns when you're playing this champion. Another thing is that once you're able to clear a mark, the next mark would spawn 30 seconds after. The last thing about her passive is that you could get HP, similar to Fleet Footwork. The more that you move, the more stacks that you could get. As you could see at the bottom side, once you reach 100, the next auto attack would give you some healing, which allows you for better sustain and good kiting. Back to the skills. Her first skill would give her a dash that would attack the 3 closest enemies, as well as give her move speed. Second skill will summon Wolf. He will attack the target that you're going for, slow the opponent, and decrease the cooldown of your first skill by half. For example, if you jump, as you could see, it's only 3 seconds. But once you're out of the wolf, when you jump, it's now 7 seconds. On to the next, which is Kindred's third skill. This is an execute. So you always want to get the opponent as low as possible. The lower the HP, the higher the damage. And when it's below a certain threshold, which is, I think, let me check. 25%, it's going to deal 40% more damage. The last would be Kindred's ulti. If you're about to die, you can just use this and you will live as long as you're in the circle. And after the cast, it would give you a bit of health. The only drawback to this skill is that it also works on your opponent. That's why you need to position yourself properly and burst down the opponent once your ultimate is gone. When it comes to her combos, you just wanna mark the target that you're most likely to take down and then play her like a traditional ADC. You could go for a QW and then third skill once she's low so that you could get that additional proc in order to get the kill. One last thing about Kindred, if you're taken very low, what you could do is use your ulti when you're about to die so that this would guarantee you to stay alive and you could take down your opponent at the same time. So that is all about Kindred. I hope you guys learned something from this. Looking forward to playing her once she's released, and obviously, since this is my favorite champion, we wanna get top 1 leaderboard with her. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.